Good morning. Just to continue now, the Sikha we started the other day. We're holding now Yud Tes. In Tes, we're going to speak about when what's above nature now permeates in nature. Out Tes. Das is if the Diagaloshin Hifli Hashem Vihingalasis parts. Now, we can understand, we can appreciate the wording that Alter Rebbe said in his letter. He wrote, Hashem performed wonders. If the Hashem v'higdil lasis parts and made great deeds within the earth. The Gile Erach Sidus Yud Tes Kislev hat aufgetan nicht nur die Order von Havaya Stam. And even from Kiviyachal Katnus Pedar Keteva, the revelation of the light of Chassidus of Yud Tes Kislev, it accomplished not only a ray from the name of Havaya, which was manifested in a manner within nature, and not only the way of Higdal, the way it has a connection with Teva, nor in the Oifel from Hifli Hashem versus the Gamri Echav and Teva, is in a way of it's in a way that it evoked wonders that Hashem performed, things that transcend the natural order entirely. So that's the Gilead Chassidus would have accomplished. Likketei Sichos is the Alter Rebbe Messiah Lasses parts. All the Kavan and Tachlis von Teres Chassidus is to Arab in the meaning from Hifli Havaya. Really, key was not Kin Shachas Teva and Eretz Gufa. On the other hand, Alter Rebbe concludes that these wonders were manifested where within the earth. Because the intent and purpose of the teachings of Chassidus is to bring Hashem's wonders, the divine light, which transcends nature, into the context of the world itself. Okay, Ois Yud 286. This is Yidua, as the Kef and Mechaber Zayin, Sasim and Galish of B'Teira, it's known that in order to connect the Nigla part of Teira and the premise of Teira, Chachas Teira Lein tells sich and Tzui Bazundra Chalakim, even though that Teira itself it's divided in different parts. The Chelef of premise of Teira, but all group of Sasim. As Alpi Teira is Nidgalia. And according to Teira, what is it called? It's called the hidden parts of Teira. As Alpi Teira is Nidgalia. Now, Nemzich the Fun was the Alter Rebbe hat Mamshech given etzem primis Teira. How is it possible to connect the Gali Shabbatera and Sasser Shabbatera? This is what through the Alter Rebbe drawing down the essence of the inner dimensions. This is the word. This is the wording used in the Maimer Pada B'Shalom, idea of etzem primis Teira, the essence of the Teiras, the inner dimension. The Ischakos Shus and Sasim v'Gali the Teira is nit nor mitzad that he's spashtus from Teira.
No, this is something else. It's nor mitzad.
Sorry, the Ischakos Shus and Sasim v'Gali the Teira is nor mitzad that he's spashtus from Teira. The difference, the distinction between the hidden and the revealed dimensions of the Teira exists only with regards to the way the Teira has been extended. Because the Yeder Inyan is Mugder and Zayin Tzir. Every entity has its own definition and form. Mitzad the Etzem from Teira, however, in regards to the essence of the Teira, Etzem Primius, Teira, like Alter Rebbe uses the Etzem Primius Teira, is Nitak and Ischalkus und Hagdaros. There's no division or definitions. That Etzem from Teira is the Atzmus, Hein from Sasim, and Hein from Bai the Teira. What the became Mitzad them, but the Chibur from Sasim V'Gaya. The essence of the Teira is the essence of both the hidden and the revealed part of Teira, and therefore this enables the fusion of the hidden and the revealed parts of Teira.
Wow.
It's all one. So and that's how it's possible for Sasim and Gaish and Teira, even though it's Takat Divin Chalakim, because as the Alter Rebbe says, Etzem, it comes from, he was Mamshech Etzem Primius Teira. This that we have, Gaish and Teira, Sasim Deiraisa, that's all mitzad the level of Hispashtus, which when we speak about the idea of Hispashtus, then every entity has its own definition and a form. But when we speak about the Etzem Primis Teira, that's all the same. Now, the Rebbe brings the example, Mehadugmas L'Dover Ba'alacha. You can bring a parallel to the concept in the realm of halacha. In Teira is Alpidin Da from Kalya Shebekalis bis Chamur Shebechamuris. You have Teira. Teira recognizes the distinctions between mitzvahs which are minor and those which are very severe. When Tzazam Dermit is a psaktin butter, however, nevertheless, there's a clear halacha Nevertheless, what does Allah say? A person who states that the Torah does not originate from Hashem, even if he says that Moshe said only one pasuk or one word on his own initiative, is considered, the Rambam says, a kafir shebetera, somebody who denies Torah. Now, it also makes no difference which word or interpretation within Torah. Everything is from Hashem. So that's the same thing. So yes, you have in Torah, you have chamor sheba chamor, and you have kalis sheba chamors. So Torah has distinction. But on the other hand, Torah is one thing. The person says that one part of Torah didn't come from Hashem is considered a kafir. Okay. Now Yud Aleph. Like the Rebbe is going to explain the unity that results when the Atzmus is revealed. So the Rebbe in Aleph al Derel is his Eich Bayidin. Similar, this applies with regards to Jewish people. Kanal Siv Dalad Hey, as Yud Tes Kislev hat Eich aufgetan dem Ichut von Sassim and Galisha B'Teira, as we explained in section 4 and 5, that Yud Tes Kislev also brought about the unity between the Eden and the revealed dimensions of each individual neshama of the Jewish people. Not only in Chassidus, but also it brought this, the hidden and the revealed dimension of each individual neshama brought them together. The revelation of the teachings of Chassidus, which drew down the essence of the inner dimension of the Torah. It says, it inspired the revelation of the essence of the neshama, which is P'nei Yechida. When the Ribber hot as Ufgetan dem Chibur for Sassim the Nishmasma, this is why it was able to unite the hidden and the revealed dimensions of the neshama. Uba Aveda. How do you apply this concept to one's own individual Aveda? The Amunah of a Kabbalah souls will durchnemen the Keishes Apnimiyah von dem Adam. Now, which means the faith in Kabbalah soul should permeate a person's conscious powers. Of the Gilui von Etzem Neshama is the Gilui Etzem Oich von Allah V'Mele Nemtes durch Allah Keishes Adam. Why? Because the revelation of the essence of the Neshama also involves the revelation of the essence of a person's potential, so it permeates them all. In other words, it unites them, and it brings a connection. So similarly, in regards to all Yidden, das was Yud Tes Kislev hat gegeben im Keach, as Rosh Alpha Yisrael sollen stehen begoli bekiru v'nachmer. This that Yud Tes Kislev gave the power which brought the heads of the Yidden close to the entire people, and also it united them. Misaftus mit alle Yidden, es ist der Far, weil demol das nimshach gewar the Gilef and P'nei Yechida Akvalis B'Kolis Yisrael, because then this came as a result as the revelation of Yechida, which is an all-inclusive for the Jewish people at that time. And was mitzad them is the Kisha V'Chibur from the Kema Achashlema for Yidden is in an Eifel von Yachid, which because you had that revelation by Yud Tes Kislev, speaks about the Jewish people when you bring like the human analogy as one human body, which are united to the extent that they are like bounded in one singular oneness, and this is and they make them basically one manner, one yachid. So you have this, we said in Chassidus, you have this in the person, and you also this parallel, this concept exists also in the world at large. Kanal Sivov, as explained in Sivov. B'tzad Eires v'giluyim can nit sein begolid the Chibur von Welt mit an Lekish l'malam l'elemis. From the perspective of the revealed divine light, so it's impossible for the world to be unified with the light of Eliki, which is higher than Elemis. Why? When we bow as mugdar and gather ha'or Eliki, since this light is defined as both light and revelation, so it's impossible for it to be revealed within the context of the world. What is Olam? Olam has the same root as Helam, which is concealment. So dafka through the Hashem's essence, was is amitis hamtzius and is noisakril, which Hashem's essence. This is the true being that contains the potential for all. can sein die Metzies von Hayesh und doch soll der Yesh Gufa sein Yuchel mit den Eberster Metaphysieren. So Dafke is Metzad, the Eberster's essence, which is the true being that contains the potential for all being, that there exists this possibility for there to be a Yesh, an entity which feels itself, and yet for the Yesh to be one with Hashem in the ultimate sense of unity, that only can come from the Eberster's Etzem. Okay, Yud Beis. The Uftu from Yufutsu my Nesechafutsu. What's this development, this Chiddush, that we say it's associated with Yafutsu my Nesechafutsu, spreading the well springs outwards, as the Etzem, which means that the essence, which is the Mayin, the well springs on this Achad very Mitten Chutza, which means the essence. When we say the well springs, the essence should be united within the Chutza, within the outer reaches. The Riksich is Dafke when the Mayona is coming on in Azaf Chutza, was is Beloshin Kvik Dushas Bari Vachami Admer. So this is expressed specifically when the well springs enter and permeate the chutzah, which can be described, like the Friedrich Rebbe says, in an unfitting place. Das was the Mayanas can not durchnehmen. Chutzah. So was mitzad atzmi nit can clear and feel it can mokim mamuksher to the Mayanas. The only way that there are relations of the essence of the well springs, that it's possible for them to permeate a place which Pitava is not even a suitable place, to the Mayanis is his Nortzalib bin Gilei Atzim for Mayanis. The only way to do this is by revealing the essence of the wells. Since they are the essence and the true existence of the creation, and the etzem amidas amsias from all nivrim. So they're the essence of everything. Or they didn't remember to store on ater chutzovas mitzad atzm is a nit kein makam amosher. The minute you speak about the etzem, so then the etzem can permeate everything, even a place which are unfitting place for the revelation of Elikus. Das is the keshet session. The two asked bodies. So if you remember in the beginning of the sikha, we asked. On one hand, Chassidus was revealed because it was a great spiritual darkness. On the other hand, we're saying that it's a foretaste of the revelation of Mashiach, which is polar opposites. So the Rebbe says, and thus is the keshet zwischen the Tzvias Boris of Yud Tes Kislev in Dedes Achreinim Aleph Mitzadam Gidla Chesha for the Dedes on Beis Mizatima from the Gidla Glos. This is the connection between two explanations of why Teres Chassidus was revealed in the later generations, either because of the great spiritual darkness which categorizes these generations, or we're saying that the reason why Chassidus was revealed now is because it's a foretaste of the revelation of Lasid.
Levadid. To Taisha from Levadid. Enough to take the pattern.
Right, we can add that to the beginning. Yeah, right. Right, exactly. That's the connection between the two extremes. So we didn't connect that yet. We're going to get there exactly. The Gilei von Etzem Primus Ateda drückt euch in dem was es kann erleichtern euch dem Cheshach von der Sachreinem bis mahapach sein euch der Cheshach le'er. This the revelation of the essence of the Primus Ateda is expressed by the fact that it has the potential to illuminate even the darkness of these later generations, doing so to the extent that even such darkness is transformed into light. So the only way that a person can actually transform this light, this is through Gilei Etzem Primus Ateda. The mid-Gufas movement from us, the team from Teda, so Yishal Mashiach, and is in Erev Shabbos, the Achar Chatzes, is verbunden dafke mit des man severt gereset in Pesach HaGolos. Now we can explain why the Te'ima of the teaching of Mashiach, which we're saying that is associated with Friday afternoon after Chatzes, and is associated dafke specifically with a time in which the darkness of the Golos is continually growing, and it's increasing to the extent that it reaches only at the time when the darkness is doubled and redoubled in the era of Mashiach. In them, zu durchleichten dem geresten Cheshach, bis as Cheshach atzmi yor, b'layla kiyem yor. So this essential power of the teaching of Mashiach, the essence of the inner dimension of Torah, is expressed through the illumination of the darkness and the transformation of the darkness to light, enabling night to shine as day. So not only are they not polar opposites, but one explains the other. The reason why in a time of Golus, which is a time of Vayishlach, Kolel, and Mechupal, so the Eibishter gives us a Gidei Eir, and which is Chassidus, and Dafka through Chassidus, you're able to actually affect the light, the darkness, that you can transform the darkness to light. Yigimah. Pikon now is eight women that keshet zwischen die zwei Perushim in Vayivasa, Yaakov Levadei, Likketei Alderech, and Beis Alderech V'nisko L'Hashem Levadei. Now we can understand what's the connection we said in the beginning of the parsha. Vayivasa Yaakov Levadei. Rashi says the Medrash says two Perushim. Either Likketei, that he remained there for his drug, Al Tikri Levadei El Likketei, or that Yaakov was at a very high level of V'nisko Hashem Levadei, just like it says about Hashem. When Mashiach comes, he's going to be in a very exalted level. So what's the connection between the two? So the Rebbe says like this. And this is how it concludes the Sikha. Dafke in the Biur von den Pachim Ktan. Die Biurim Hayis Ktanim Metachtenim, which is Taflas Achishach V'Ela V'Ester, is Niker V'Nirgish to Teichen in the Kodesh Inyo for Meniskam Hashem Levadei, Amitis Achlis Shal Kodesh Baruch Hu, Shu Levadei Hu, Shu Mitzad Yisbarich, Atzmus Yisbarich. So, Dafke, when the refinement of the Pachim Ktan, the small utensils, which is through the refinement of these entities that are the Chayra seemingly very insignificant and lonely, which is like the darkness and the concealment of the world, at the inner and essential dimensions of Hashem's exalted one becomes recognized and felt. Now, what is Hashem's, when we see V'niskav Hashem Levadei, that refers to the true oneness and how Hashem is essence. So, Dafka, the essence of entities who feel himself as a part, as the Mitzias Yesh is Nitke Stilid to Atah Shal Kodesh Baruch Hu. So the Mitzias, the existence of entities who feel themselves as a part, is not a contradiction to Hashem. But the Mitzvah Atzmus Yisbarach is the Atzmus of Mitzias from the Yesh HaNivra, the Yesh HaMiti, because it's Dafka through the essence of the essence themselves, created being in this world, that even though you have an entity which has Yesh, but it's nothing. It's an extension of the true Yesh, which is the Yesh Hamiti, the Eibishter himself. So that's the connection. We're saying Likketei, yes, that anything which is insignificant, which is the person of the Yesh, how is it possible that only through the level of Atzmus, then you can have a true connection to V'niskav Hashem Levadei. And that's the connection with Yud Tes Kislev and Parshas Vayishlach, that just like we said, just like Yud Tes Kislev, you have these two polar opposites, which are not opposites, but actually they complement each other. It explains that Dafka through because there's we're in the time of Cheshach Kofel and Mefupal of Ikfas and the Mashiach. So the only way that you can actually make a difference is through Atzmas, is through Chassidus. So too with Yaakov, Yaakov Levadei, that the only way that a Kadei, which is like a Yesh, could have any type of unity with the Eibishter, this is Dafka to the level of the essence, which is the idea of a V'niskav Hashem Levadei. Okay, I'm a good nigga.